What do we do during worship if we can't carry a tune? My response to that is, the truth is not many people truly can't carry a tune. But many people, even many who can carry a tune, don't like the sound of their voice and feel self-conscious singing. That's a pretty common kind of feeling that people have. So what should they do, those people in that situation? The first thing I want to say is do not refrain from singing God's praises because you are self-conscious about not sounding as good as you wish you did. Do not refrain from singing God's praises because you feel there's a bar that's too high for you to reach. Do not refrain from singing God's praises because you are afraid the people around you might hear. Now, we each should sing as well as we can, like the widow who presented the offering that she had to give. Whether we're a professional singer or a total beginner, doesn't matter. We should each bring what we can and bring our best. Despite what some people think about themselves, everyone, and I mean everyone, can improve. Unless you have a very specific neurological condition or vocal impairment, which is a tiny percentage of people, everyone can progress from where they are. Now, that might involve some work, as we've talked about. So I would suggest, if you're in that situation, consider asking a musician you trust to give you some feedback and advice. Ask someone to help you practice, to do it better. Take a few voice lessons if you can. Take steps toward progress. If you work on it faithfully, you will see improvement. But if you give up and just stop singing, nothing will change, except now you're watching the congregational singing thing instead of doing the congregational singing thing. And I'd just love to briefly address beauty in the context of congregational singing. The congregation praying and singing together in a manner that is unified is a beautiful thing. You can have an extremely talented group of singers who make a terrible choir because they are not working together, not blending, not listening, and are therefore disunified. Corporate prayer, our corporate prayer can and should be expressed in very concrete and visible, even audible ways that are beautiful. We arrive together and begin our prayers together, at least we're supposed to, right? In theory. We sit and stand and kneel and genuflect together. We chant the Psalms in a unified manner without fighting over tempo or phrasing or pauses. We sing together, the ordinary, the hymns, the responses. We do not sing tentatively or lazily, which lets our neighbor down. Neither do we oversing, which dominates our neighbor. If the choir is singing alone, we are attentively listening and meditating together. And if the congregation is singing, we take part in that together as we are able. So I would encourage you to sing, regardless of your level of skill, sing in a way as to the best of your ability that is unified with your congregation. Unified in volume, neither dominating nor singing tentatively or lazily. Unified in tempo, neither rushing nor dragging. Unified in pitch, neither singing too low nor too high relative to others. And again, sometimes that takes work, but you can do the work. This is one way in which our common intent in worship is manifest in outward form. So in summary, number one, do not cease from singing God's praises. Number two, bring your best. Number three, take steps to do it better. And number four, strive to be unified in our singing as we offer corporate worship to not just my God, but to our God.